Hello guys, OneH here with another video for UpswingMTG. I made this deck just a quick list that complements Resplendent Angel. So you want to gain 5 life to create 4/4 angels, and there's a bunch of ways to do it in this deck. Obviously it also helps out our Ajani's Pridemate, which is also in the deck. So we got Leonin Vanguard, who can get 1 life every turn if we have 2 other creatures on the board. Then we have Healing Grace. It offers some protection for the creatures or for myself, and I also gain 3 life from it. Nightmares first, I also gain 1 life, and I give -X to a creature, which goes through indestructible, of course, and yeah, deals that much damage as much life as I gained, so that's also pretty good. Then a beautiful card, I think, Mesa Unicorn. Have those in a bunch of decks just because it's a unicorn, and it obviously has lifelink and 2/2, so it's pretty great. Then Sentinel's Mark, pretty great on, for example, Spawn of Mayhem, because then I instantly gain 5 life. Like, it's obviously a 4/4. If I cast the Sentinel's Mark during my main phase, it gets lifelink until end of turn. So if I, for example, play Spawn of Mayhem for the spectacle cost on turn 3, and next turn I play Resplendent Angel, I can give the Sentinel's Mark to my Spawn of Mayhem, and turn 5 I already got an Angel. I got a very strong Spawn of Mayhem, and that's what we're looking for basically. Then we got 3 Mortifies, just in case, if we play against control, for example, to destroy the Search for Escanta. And then we got 4 Lyra Dawnbringer. So yeah, that's just a quick list, and we're gonna go ahead and play a constructed event with this and see how we do. So we got 3 lands, that's basically all the lands we want to see, and that's actually a pretty great hand, a lot of potential, and we are starting, which is also nice. Just gonna play the Godless Shrine tapped, and let's see what he plays. Mono blue maybe. Let's see. Okay, looks like he's going for the opt. So I'm just gonna play my unicorn here. Forsaken Sanctuary, not the best draw right now, since it enters tapped and I already got enough mana. And yep, that's mono blue. Lyra is not that bad though. So what are we gonna do? We can protect 3 damage, like we can prevent the damage that the Terramanda deals to us. So in case he has a Curious Obsession, he won't be able to draw a card. That's what we could do for 1 turn. But since he only has 1 mana, can't counter creatures, I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Resplendent Angel. I think that's a lot better against mono blue, even if he draws 1 card. Yeah, like, he needs to take control over my creatures, otherwise there's not many cards in this deck that should be a problem for me. If I draw into another land basically. Another Pteramander. Still no Curious Obsession though, but obviously he wouldn't play it last turn since the Pteramander doesn't have haste. And now that he sees my Angel, he probably still doesn't want to play it. So I'm just gonna play another Unicorn. Okay. Just wanted to say we keep the Resplendent Angel up as a blocker, of course. But I guess that's not gonna happen. Yeah, and we are gonna wait. Not attack with the Mesa Unicorn, since he got the Trickster now. And now he probably goes for the Curious Obsession if he has it. But we still have mana to go for Healing Grace. Okay, so I guess he doesn't have it in hand. So he has 4 mana. He could definitely have Essence Capture, so he could counter Lyra. But yeah, it's kind of guessing here. Like he could have Negate. He could have Cast Downs. So I think the safest option is to just play this tapped and attack with all and see what he does. Like he probably will counter my Mortify if I go for it. Okay, just lets it through. That's interesting. Why does he do that? Like my Healing Grace probably won't go through, because he, I mean, if he doesn't have a negate, but it's pretty interesting. I think I have to wait. Actually, I can't go for the Healing Grace. He will just counter it. Like it's very unlikely he doesn't have a single counter spell. He could also have Wizard's Retort. That's a Tempest Chin. That's not that scary though. Now we can try to get rid of the Tempest Chin. If he counters that, he probably doesn't have any mana to counter. Okay, there's the Spell Pierce. That's fine by me. I can safely go for the Lyra next turn, because he can't Essence Capture anymore. Or do I want to go for the Mortify here? I could Mortify Healing Grace, get a 4/4 fly. I think that's actually even better. And then let's protect my Angel from the damage from the Merfolk Trickster here, which is obviously not coming in, but I have to select the target. But I gained 3 life, gained 4 life with the Mesa Unicorn, and now I got a 4/4 blocker. So it's looking pretty rough for him. And he also has only 1 spell in the graveyard. So his Pteramanders would cost a lot of mana to adapt them. Also pretty nice for me. And now he got 2 mana. So he could have the Essence Capture. That would obviously be pretty bad for me. So I'm just gonna attack with all here, and I got the 6 mana ready in case he wants to trade the Tempest Gym for my Angel. That's fine for me, I think, at this point of the game, since he only got 4 life. Yeah, he can't adapt those, so he has to sacrifice all of his creatures, basically. Now he needs a miracle, basically, to win. Shadow Course is not gonna do it yet. Tempest Chin is also not enough, like he needs 2 more creatures. But then still they will die again, and this should be GG, I guess. We're just gonna attack. Yeah, that's game 1, nice. So we drew very well, we started first. That's obviously a game we should win with that starting hand. Let's go for game 2. But we are not always gonna draw like this. This was pretty good. But speaking of that, that's also a nice hand. Like 3 lands is just perfect. And 1 or 2 like swamp and plains. So we both times started with 2 plains and 2 swamps, which is obviously perfect. This guy cheat to win. Let's see what tricks he got up his sleeve. White mana. It's another Pridemate. Another Pridemate. That's not too great right now, but at least I can go for a Spawn of Mayhem. Unless he has the enchantment that exiles tapped creatures. Seal away. Forgot the name, because nobody plays it, but Mr. Cheat to win unfortunately has it. That's unlucky. And now we need to draw a land next turn. It's not a land, but a Healing Grace. I can pump up both Pridemates, which is also nice. But I'm still gonna wait. Like if I would do it now, I just deal 1 more damage. But I don't think that's really necessary. Mesa Unicorn. Does this guy play Kaya's Wrath? Probably. Since that's 2 control cards, I have to assume he's running that as well. So let's hope he doesn't draw into a swamp. And we can get some more damage in before it comes down, but I guess it just drew 2 swamps and had the Kayas in hand. It's pretty unfortunate. And I guess let's hope he doesn't have another one. Okay. So looks like we run into a deck that is pretty good against us. An Orzhov control deck. Fair enough. Karn. Not having the best draws now. He obviously has a bunch of lands already. And he also got card advantage and the Karn. So we are far behind here. And he probably has a bunch of destruction as well. Maybe even more seal away. Whew, dead weight. Like, obviously History of Benalia is way better than Dead Weight, but Dead Weight right now is really bad for me. Yeah, but I still have to go for it. I just think I can't play the Lyra. So he's just gonna remove it again. But at least now he can't seal away my Spawn of Mayhem anymore, since he does not get tapped. And I think I can't even pay attention to the Karn anymore. Like, I have to win in the next few turns or it's gonna be over anyways. But I wonder why he didn't play the Dead Weight. It's interesting. So he probably has such a good hand that it doesn't even matter. Yeah. So at least we saved the Lyra, but still 11 life. It's gonna be pretty hard to get rid of that. We didn't even see a single Mortify yet, which is probably also running, I guess. Like, this deck looks pretty decent against everything basically, and if it sees another control deck against it, then you can surrender after 2 turns, I guess. Gonna give him the seal away because I have the Sentinel's mark again, so he can't remove it with that, but he can with this. And yeah. I'm just gonna give him the game. Very interesting deck. Would be pretty boring to play, I think, after a few games. Orzhov control. Yeah, I don't like to lose against control decks basically. Like, yeah, they are great, but I think they're pretty toxic as well. Like, there are so many fun cards in Standard right now that can't be played because there's a few decks dominating everything else basically, and you just can't win. Like, if you play 15 games with a fun deck, you will definitely lose more than half consistently, which is pretty sad, to be honest. Like, even going to Mythic myself, You just have to play those decks or you will not get there. That's a pretty big problem. So I could remove the Guild Summit here, keep him from drawing one card, but I think I'm gonna give him the one card and go for the Sentinel's Mark now. He only got 2 gates right now for the gates of place. So next turn he can only have 3. 3 damage won't get rid of my angels. And that way we set the clock pretty tight for him. Like he still needs 2 gates to get rid of my angels. And there he FFs. Like I could have healing graced my token if he had 4 damage with the gates ablaze. I would still win. I would still keep it alive. Yeah, so that was a pretty fast draw. That's pretty much exactly what we want to do. Like a Mesa Unicorn or Leonin Vanguard now. And then gain some extra life from some other source. And then we get the 5 life very fast. I'm actually gonna go play the Vanguard. Okay, so my Vanguard is pretty dead here. Just gonna play this stepped. Like if I play the Nightmares first on him, he can just sacrifice it. And then this goes to waste. That's not what I really wanna do. So maybe I'm gonna keep it up for exactly this reason. Runaway Steamkin, that's like the most tilting card against the Runaway Steamkin, including Fungal Infection, which also gives it -1/-1 and creates a sub-rolling. Yeah, I'm still not gonna attack. Just waiting. He still has so many cards in hand, so I don't want to just feed him my angels on a silver platter. I just want him to waste some of his spells on me. So I go a bit lower, because I can heal up again without a problem. And I don't think he really runs lava coils, so I think I can safely play the Spawn of Mayhem and get at least 2 spells out of him, or maybe the Firebrand and Lightning Strike will also do it. But I still love to see it on the Spawn of Mayhem in this matchup, if I have those 2 in hand. And also Sentinel's Mark is not bad. So if he doesn't remove it and I draw into a land, then obviously I can Sentinel's Mark the Mayhem and instantly proc the 5 life. Okay, but doesn't look like it. So I guess he only burned the shock. That's not the greatest outcome. So I'm gonna give him 1 angel to kill. Hopefully he doesn't have like 3 removals with 3 damage. Okay, that's another mana, that's great. Let's Cure the critics. Okay. So doesn't look like he has much else in hand, I guess. Since he just went for the 3 mana, Skewer the Critics, and nothing else. Oh, that looks pretty good. I can't block that. Like, we both have first strike, so gonna make him able to kill my Lyra here. If I knew that I would throw another one, I would have obviously done it. Sentinel's Mark is also great on Lyra, even like she even has lifelink, of course, already, but she doesn't have Vigilance. And now I can also block with her, so that's obviously GG now. I don't think there's, like, he would need to draw so many removal spells to win that, because I already got another Lyra coming. Okay. So if he kills me now, would be pretty unlucky. He still got 2 mana left. Like, he already got 2 spells with 3 damage for 1 mana. Now the question is he trolling me now? Okay, no, it seems like he doesn't have it. $10, $15, okay, he's dead, unless that's a shock and he was just wanting to make it more personal. But I was pretty lucky, I guess. But he also drew pretty well with his Steam, with his Frenzy. So 3 wins. And 1 loss against the sad control deck player. Three Godless Shrines and we are second. So that's definitely the worst hand so far, but we probably are not gonna draw better than this. Okay, that's not too bad. So I just paid a 2 life, so he doesn't have like the turn 2 Curious Obsession. That would already be pretty bad for us. Okay, jar the course. So he's looking for something already, so probably he had the Curious Obsession but doesn't have a creature anymore maybe. But he could have one now. Spell Pierce. So what to do here? I think I'll just pay the 2 life and play the Pridemate. Okay, even Wind Mage. That's interesting. So we are just gonna go ahead and play the Spawn of Mayhem. If he doesn't block. But he blocks. Then I have to do this, I guess. But now he's creatureless again, so I don't know why he did block, to be honest, unless he has some other cards in hand. Oh, that's actually pretty unlucky. Oh no, okay, but he would have tapped it anyways. So now we can play our spawn. Unless he has another water knot. Looks pretty decent. Storm Tamer, okay. That's not that much yet. Just gonna go ahead, Mortify. Force him to play counter spell if he has it. I just wanna get rid of all his cards in hand. Okay, that's nice. I'll just play this. Get the Pridemate going, since the Leonin Vanguard gives me 1 life every turn now. Actually, I'm not gonna attack with it because it could have a Merfolk Trickster, and then I don't gain life every turn. Tempest Djinn. Okay. He only has 1 mana left, so he can't counter my angel, which is also nice. Now let's see. Yeah, I don't think he can trade the Tempest Djinn here. If he does, I'm very happy again. And I also want to keep my Spawn of Mayhem as a blocker, potentially. But let's see what he does. And right now there are not many bad draws for us. Like a land would be nice. Okay. Curious Obsession. Just gonna block with both here. He can only kill 1. The worst thing that could happen now is obviously a cast down. But still, I think it's fine. He doesn't draw a card. And now the Tempest Djinn is dead. Like the cast down would have kept it alive. But still, he could only kill 1 creature. And yeah, that's GG. So we're on a pretty good run, I guess. The control decks obviously are not good matchups for our deck at all, unless they don't draw any removal or get mana screwed, or have to mulligan like twice. There's not much hope. But yeah, that's not what the deck is meant to do, like win against control. But all the other decks, so far we are doing great. So that would be a great hand against mono blue or mono red, but only mono red if they have a Steamkin. But that's mono blue. Okay, no, that's control, I guess. So that will be a tough one. Instantly starts off Search for Escanta and Fountain of Renewal. Yeah. And we obviously don't draw another lanes here, so it's very slow. We will take a lot of turns to kill him. Okay, there it is. So that's not too bad. Unfortunate that we can't play the Healing Grace already. Then we would have a lot of damage now for next turn. And we could finish him off in 3 turns. We deal 5 damage here, then 1 Angel. So 5 damage next turn is 17, then 4 more damage. So we deal 9 damage, so in 3 turns we actually have him. Unless he draws removal. Just gonna go ahead and play that. Then I don't even need to Healing Grace, and I can still keep it up. If he has like damage removal, which he probably doesn't. So all of my free cards are pretty useless in this matchup. Okay, I just wanted to say it doesn't look like he drew a lot of lands, because he didn't play a land last turn, but now he just puts the breeding pool on the graveyard, which is interesting. So maybe he just drew 2 lands now with the divination. Okay, another one. So he's on a 1 turn clock. If he didn't draw a removal now, then it's pretty over. Which obviously would make me happy. Like, I'm not feeling any bad if a control player gets mana screwed or screwed somehow in the draw. I'm very happy to see that. You should maybe try some more fun decks. Okay, 5 lands, so he obviously could wipe the board here. Not anymore, I think, though. Okay, Wilderness Reclamation, but I still don't see how he can win, how he can survive this. Like, unless he has some root snares, of course. Root snares would drag the game out even more. Really? Okay, that was pretty bad. I'm actually so dumb. Like, I didn't play against Settle the Wreckage for so long. So we actually lost this now. Yeah, that's tilting. That's obviously my bad. Just tilting a little bit to see a control player again. And now we are kinda screwed. The Fountain of Renewal just gives him 2 life. So if we don't draw into something soon. We lost. But that's obviously on me. Like, I just thought, okay, he will go for the root snare and then cleansing Nova in the next few turns, or like root snare three turns in a row. Just make it a bit more fun and interesting. Pretty good draw, I have to say. But I would still be very surprised if we can still win this. He can obviously search for cards already, and he has a bunch of time now. He still didn't play a single root snare. He still didn't play a single cleansing Nova. But maybe he just runs 4 settle the wreckages. Just a complete fun player. And then like discard a few times to shuffle back cards in the deck so he doesn't run out. And wins like this, because I don't see many win conditions yet. But yeah, that's pretty sad. Obviously I don't want to play for 2 hours here. So next turn he could be dead, but I just see nearly 0 possibility that this is gonna happen. Okay, so he's not even dead. My bad. Because he gets 2 life. But he didn't look for any cards yet even. Which just makes me think he has to have something in hand. Like, why would he not use the Azcanta Sunken Ruin? He doesn't have it in his hand again. There's not much logic behind that. Good game. So that's 200%. What is it even called? Where is the card? He shuffled it back in. So that he wrote good game there is like a 200% indicator that he has another settle the wreckage. What a sad player. Dawn of Hope. Okay, there's one win condition after 200 turns. Just mortify this. And attack with 1 again. So next turn I can attack with 2. If he doesn't settle here, then okay, he does. Very surprised that he has it. And that could also be a settler wreckage. Another Fountain of Renewal. That's very unfortunate. Now if he has root snares, he can drag the game out so long. And he probably really runs 4 settler wreckages. So we still can't attack with Lyra or the Resplendent Angel, I don't think. So we just have to give him another turn. Show me another one. Yeah. Like, that's so sad. When you just want to make a fun video. That's like, oh, Magic the Gathering Arena is so fun. And then you play against players like this. That just take one game and drag it out longer than the whole other 5 games or 6 games. Pretty unfortunate, but I guess it's very interesting to watch. Kappa. Like, that's obviously a great deck to climb as well. You're gonna win 100% of your games probably, unless you play against control as well, then you're probably gonna lose. But you play 10 hours a day, then you play like 5 games, so you're not gonna climb very fast. But now he has the Vivian Reed as well. Like, this is such a fucking joke. Like, how poor is this guy to play that deck every day? Or is this just his first day and he's having fun? I really feel bad for him. Settle the wreckage. Yeah. So how long was that? 25 minutes, 30 minutes? The control is really sad. Can't say it often enough. Esper control, yeah, of course it's a great deck. Competitively, it's great, and I have nothing against it. Competitive players should obviously play what is best, and if the card designers design such cards, then they have to go for that. But playing this all day, I don't know. And Esper control, just as we talk about it. So we just win every game against non-control and then lose every game against control. But I guess that's fine. It's just really sad that control is so good that you basically have to play it. That's the fun thing. Why does he even absorb that? That's not even good. Like, he wastes an absorb on the Mesa Unicorn. That's absolutely terrible, but he's obviously still gonna win because it's control. And I have 2 lands and I don't draw any lands. Very nice. Sure, whatever.
No more games. No time for a break.
I think next time I'll play constructed event and record it, I'll just play control, so we can record a 7-hour constructed event. But at least we're gonna win then. Like, it's so sad, actually. So we lose 3 times against control decks. I'm pretty sad right now. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, then please leave me a like and subscribe to our channel. And thank you guys for watching, and see you on the next one.